Now let's turn to the fourth and final step of building utility tables, computing the net benefit for each alternative in our table. This step is by far the easiest of all the four steps in the process. The net benefit from an action is always the difference between the marginal utility and the marginal cost. For example, let's consider the buy the book option. We said that the marginal utility for buying the book was $150. That was the maximum amount the person was willing to pay in order to buy the book. While we said the marginal cost was $140. That was what the person must pay in order to buy the book. Therefore, the net benefit is $150 minus $140, which equals $10. I told you it was easy. As for the not buy the book alternative, we said that the marginal utility was $140. That was the money saved from not buying, while the marginal cost was $150. That was the happiness generated by the book that we won't get to read if we don't buy it. Thus, the net benefit for not buying is equal to $140 minus $150, which equals negative $10. Since people are always trying to maximize their utility or their happiness, they will always choose the option that they believe will generate a positive net benefit. In fact, the positive sign itself indicates that this action adds to the person's utility, while a negative sign indicates that the action would, on net, decrease the person's happiness. If the utility tables are done correctly, there can be no more than one option that generates a positive net benefit, and this is the option the person will choose. In this case, since buying the book generates a positive net benefit, the person would choose to buy the book. This example helps us to see why people buy the things that they buy. Essentially, when making buying decisions, people always compare the value of the product they are buying to the value of the money they must sacrifice to buy it. When we value the product more than the money, then we end up buying the product. However, when we value keeping the money more than we value the product, we choose to not buy the product and keep the money instead. In the rest of this lesson, we will apply this framework to examine other buying decisions that people make, such as why do people only buy one copy of a textbook? And why are people more likely to buy a luxury car after they have won the lottery? So click up to the next page to find the answers to these and other questions.